Alright, we got a valved exhaust that we're going to be sticking on a 2016 Ford Focus ST. In the trunk space, mine's a little bit different than the factory ones. I got a sub box, but you remove the spare tire and everything that goes around. Open up your room to trim piece here. Pull this back, unclip this, pull this back. We got a fuse panel up in here, and what we did was we removed the fuse panel, came in from the back side, pinned in a wire that we're going to be connecting to later, threw a 15 amp fuse in where we pinned in, and this is ignition hot side. Everything on this side of the fuse box is ignition hot. So that when we have the ignition off, it's not sending power to the valve on the exhaust. Here's our box. We're going to be mounting this up behind here somewhere. We'll have to figure that out later. But you run the one wire through the grommet down under the vehicle. Take you around and show you. Alright, coming in on the underside of the vehicle, right up there is that grommet that we came through. And then we ran it down under this shielding. You can take loose these little nuts here, and that'll bring the shielding down so you can run the wire through. Took that nut off, ran the wire through, all under the shielding, kind of bent it over so that when it comes around it's not hitting on a sharp surface. But the Valvetronic exhaust is going to go right here. We still got to take this section out, measure everything up for the V-bands, to then install that right there. Alright, got the exhaust, old exhaust taken out, got the new one, got the V-bands put in on either side. There's the connector, it goes up behind the heat shielding up there. Comes down, goes along into the heat shielding, and then back into there, and across, and up to the grommet that we talked about earlier. Alright. Now we're going to go back to it in the trunk. Alright, back up to the top side of the trunk. We got our wires from the valve coming in through the grommet here. And they go up under the passenger for the rear seat into our control box here. This is what the key fob is going to be signaling to activate that valve. And then we got our two power wires coming off, going back up under the seat. And they're coming out. Let's tuck that back down there. They're coming out and following the channel up. I gotta tuck it back up under here, but it's gonna be tucked up under there. Coming around back to our fuse box, where we spliced red wire, hot wire, into our wire that we got going to our 15 amp fuse there, which is ignition on, hot. And then we got our ground wire coming up and going into this ground right here, which I made for previous project. And that's it for the wiring. Just got to get all this stuff put back down and then test it.
Alright guys, this is the first startup with it closed.
Ready?
Yeah. It's pretty quiet. All right, is he opening it? I can't really tell. Oh, never mind. There it is. It's pretty quiet. Oh, closed. Wow. Well, looks like it works to me. It's really. That looks like it works.